Hi, it's Mrs. Stitches or Sheila. Hi, everybody. Welcome, all my new subscribers. Today's date is November 14th, 2024. This is Flosstube number 76. I got behind me here my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I finished this, I think it was around 2 years ago. I did it in 1 year. I did a square month and I kept to that. I looked and looked for this for Halloween and I couldn't find it. And then I happened to go in one spot where my sewing machine is because I think I was going to do something with it, and that's where it was. So it was in a very unusual spot. So I thought, I'll still hang it up. So there you go. It doesn't hang up very well there, but that's why I got to do something with it to finish it. But it's nighttime. It's dark out. I thought I would get this filming done as opposed to procrastinating till tomorrow. So what have I been doing? I got a bit to show you. So I'm going to first show you, I got another finish. I got finish number 54. So on my finish chart, and one of my viewers asked me where I got this chart. I made it up, completely made it up, just doing block letters, and that's why I screwed up so much on this S, but it's gonna be fine. I'll work it out. But if anybody, it's just really doing block letters and then the numbers and whatever. So that's 54 right there, and that was, I don't know if you remember way back, I got one of my advent calendars came with a little freebie that we could start early, and it was a lighthouse. So this is by Paint with Stitches, and it's a little lighthouse. I kind of wished I did it on, you can see there's like clouds behind there, and there's a light in there, which didn't show up very brightly, but it's great, and it's a bookmark. So it's actually, I've been using it as my bookmark, so that's been fun. So I'm very happy with that one. Today, that was my only finish. I do have a few new starts to show you, and then other progress on other things. I wanted to also, because I have so many new subscribers, I'm over 700 now, which is, I was stuck at 500 for a long time. Just a little tidbits about myself, but I'm probably going to do those in the Vlogmas. But right now I'll just give you a brief for those who really don't know me. I live in Southwest Nova Scotia. It's sort of Digby County. We're down in Nova Scotia. There's a long Digby Neck, and then we take a ferry ride. We're on Long Island, and then there's another ferry to another island, but we're in on Long Island. It's windy here. Winter has arrived. Not fully arrived, but it is near the freezing mark, and it is windy. With the wind chill is probably -6 or so. It is cold. We've been quite chilled. We have married only for a short while. We just had our 8th anniversary a little while back. We married late in life, and neither one of us had any kids or had been married before, so kind of first time for both of us. Retired early. I used to work as a research scientist with fisheries at a biological station, and I was in a histology lab, and I loved my job, but I'm loving retirement a lot better. So you may think I stitch a lot, but I stitch a lot of hours. That's all I do. I try to find a bit of balance. I'm probably the world's worst housekeeper, so I do a lot of stitching. We have 4 pets right now. So we have a dog, Olive, which you've seen in a couple of videos. She's been having a tough time lately, so we've been working at getting Olive better. And then we have a cat named Haney, which you saw in my whip parade. And we have 2 birds, and that's why I'm always kind of filming in a little different space. And we have an African gray called James Bond, and we have a small green cheek conure called Chicken Hawk. And they have both appeared on the videos too. So I will every once in a while maybe give them another appearance, but I can't film with them because they're a bit noisy, and they're sometimes very piercing sounds. So that's just a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm going to try and throw in little tidbits. I might get one of those questions to get get to know a person type thing, and do that during the Vlogmas just to share something. Maybe you know me a bit better that way. Okay, let's get to the stitching. So you saw my finish. I also had a start. So let's see if I can find that start. I'm going to show you whips along the way. I'll check and see if I got. So I was working on this whip right before I decided to film. This is, I even got the needle halfway through a stitch. Still on the Q-snap. I won't take it fully off the Q-snap because I don't need to. But this is a stitch along that I'm going to be doing December 1st. It's by my friend Chantel of Paint with Stitches. She has an Etsy shop. That was the one of the, so I got her advent box, but also I'm one of her test stitchers, but I signed up for this anyways. This is going to be, I think it's called Frosty Stitch Along Calendar, and so it's going to have this full border here. It's matching on the other side, so a sprig of holly, it's going to be on the other side here. They're all Christmas lights going around. And then this is going to be a box that says Merry Christmas. And then below will be a square with a snowman of some kind of scene. So that's going to be fun. So I'm just working at getting the frame done right now before December 1st. And then I will be trying to stitch. She says the blocks are around 30 by 30 and they're not full coverage. You know, they're a little seam. But still, it's probably going to be, I'm going to guess, around 500 or 400 stitches. So it's still going to be an investment. I tried to get some of my other commitments done before then, but we'll see what I get done. So one of my other commitments is the Hade 20. Oh, did I lose my needle? Oh, I hope I didn't lose my needle. Oops, I think I just am in the process of losing my needle. Shoot. Oops. Yeah, there's the back of my needle minder. Okay. I'm going to throw that in there. Throw that in there. Okay. So this is my Heaven and Earth Designs Sal from 2024. I'll pop it out quickly just to show you. I am getting so close to done. I think I got just 3,000 stitches left, I think, or 3,400. I'm not sure which, but I'm getting there. I'm at 94% or something like that. So you can see what I got left. So I'm trying to finish this by the end of November, and I am pretty much on track. So I think I only have 7 colors left at this point. Maybe even less. I might have gotten it down to 5, I think. So that is exciting. So I work on that usually first thing every morning. It's pretty much what I worked on today because the way things went today. Wasn't a good day today, but that's okay. I guess I have a lot of good days, so having a not so good day every once in a while is okay, which is kind of funny because it started off really great. Okay, and the next other one I do daily, which I'm a bit behind on, I don't think I've worked on this the last couple of days, is my own chart that I made from a photograph. And I was going to sing a little song to go with this. So this is Boar's Head, which is a lighthouse on the opposite end of our island. We took a photograph on a beautiful sunny day. We have really big sky here, and it's mostly sky right now. So I am at around 10% done on this. But I'll do my song some other time. It was just going to be, am I blue? Am I blue? You'd be too. Am I blue? That's all. It's just being silly. But anyway, as you can see there, I'm coming down. I'm doing this one in diagonals. I'm coming down. Eventually there will be a lighthouse, but that is, I think, at least another full diagonal away. So it's going to be a little bit longer. Oops. These things, I snap them every once in a while. I try to get a tight fit by putting more fabric underneath, I guess. And then you hear this little crack in the plastic, and I'm just like, oh. And then every time I shop, I always forget to order more of them, so I get a little frustrated that way. I don't think I worked on Riley Harbor, or if well, I did. I worked a tiny bit on it. It's barely anything. And I'll show you the tiny bit I did, because what is interesting to me is I did a little mistake. So I'll show you what I've done here. So this is well, I'm blanking on the designer. It's Riley Harbor. Oh, I am totally blanking on the designer. That's awful. My mistake is, and you can see it right now, is this actually is supposed to be centered. And so I have 6 instead of 5, and then 4 instead of 5. I'm fine with that. It was going to be a lot to tear out. But my dilemma's coming up is that in the design, there's actually the door underneath the middle one. And should I do it offset and have it centered underneath the windows, or should I put it where it was originally? I haven't decided on that yet. Yeah, I'll probably make a decision. If anyone has an idea or a thought on that, put it in the comments below. I'm really open to suggestions. Otherwise, I'll just wing it. But right now, I'm focused on trying to get my finishes done, so I probably won't work on that one because it's not going to be a finish. I worked a little bit the other day on, this is not going to look like I did anything. This is 5 Seasons of Quilts by Hirschner's. I actually never say who it's by. And I am working on the holiday quilt. I'm going to be doing this whole booklet next year, hopefully, if I can keep up on it. It's a bigger stitch. These are all full coverage quilts, so it's actually a fairly big stitch. I think I counted one out and it was like 3,000 stitches. I don't know. Anyway, so this is what it looked like last time, but I actually did a lot of work. So what I had to do is I had to fill in all the white stitches in here, and I thought it was going to be quick. It took me a solid 3 hours. And then I did the back stitching, which is just a line on the outside. It looks a lot better. It looks more complete than it did beforehand, but that's my stitching quilt. So I actually worked a long time on that. I think I actually put 2 days in it on it because I wanted to get that quilt done, and I'll be on my next quilt next time. Okay. Well, I haven't gotten to the new starts. Should we show you new starts? I'm going to show you some new starts. Let's just pull up these new starts. Okay, so, sorry about that. One of the new starts was, I showed you, I got these from KEB Studio Creations, and I've been asking everybody, and lots of people have gone to subscribe on her channel. She's a Flosstuber, and she also has obviously her own shop, an Etsy shop. She had a giveaway, and I won these, which are cards, these little cards. And I was thinking I could make one of these, or make 4 of these, do one each week. They are a bigger stitch than I thought they were. They got lots of colors in them, and they're a big stitch. So I randomly picked my first one. Now let's see if I can find it in here. Oh, one. Where are you? That's here. So I randomly picked my first one. It's an angel, and she says blessed greetings, and I thought that would actually be nice for my aunt. And this is my start on it. So there you go. So that's already, I think, oh, I don't even know how many colors there are on this. And it's a standard thing where they weren't sorted. They actually didn't even tell you how many of each color. It was really, really tricky. So I sorted it as best as I can. There's over 22 colors total. And this is my, like, all the colors. It's on this butterfly. So I did the best I can, and hopefully it's correct. It's close enough that, you know, some of the pinks, but isn't that pretty? So I actually purposely stopped. I wanted to let you see part way, but it's actually a lot of stitches. It's well over 3,000 stitches. So I'm gonna get one done for sure. I might try to get a second one done, but that's probably all I'll have time to do. So that was one of my new starts. So that will also be, I want to get that as a finish in this month. And then my other new start was, speaking of KEB Studio Creations, I have all her plaid series, and so for the last of the autumn, I'm calling November Autumn, I'm doing this one right here, doing it on a piece of fabric where I already have other things. So I had earlier done her plaid pumpkin, and then I had done a heart and hand design that had 9 patterns, and here is my plaid oak leaf, and so I'm coming along with that one. It's gonna be it's a fun stitch. It's neat, it's different. It's not a lot of stitches, but there are half stitches and things, so you can see it's actually kind of, there's a lot of white space in between, but we'll see how it fits. So again, I wanted to show you it before I finish it. So that other one you just saw will be, I think I got enough to get to 60, which I'm trying to get to by the end of this month. So we're at 54. So I need 6 more. So I think 1, 2, 3, I can count right now. This would be number 4. I'll have to figure out where the other ones are. This one here was not a new start, but I worked on this one. I finally kitted it up. So that was one of my hold back pictures. This I got at somebody's D-stash. It's Valerie Pfeiffer Harmonies, and this is called Bluebell Chit Chat. And it is incredible. What she has done, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see, but she does these half stitches that are not taking the square and cutting it in half on an angle. Instead, she's doing like these really wide stitches. So instead of, like, it's over 2, and so instead of skipping a hole and going up another one, you're actually going across and only up one. So you get a stitch that is like 2 wide and 1 tall, and same thing on the tall ones. So her symbol on her chart, instead of, it looks like, let's see if I can show you. Let's see. Okay, so no, that's not gonna work. Okay. It's not going to focus. It's not going to focus. So instead of doing it in the corner, she does it in the center of the width or the center of the length. And that means it's either a wide one or a tall one. Really, really cool effect. It's really neat. And it actually is pretty forgiving for mistakes too. So that's coming along well. I got the one bluebird done, or a black-capped chickadee done, and then there's another one sitting above him, and then there's some purple flowers. That's it, bluebell flowers. So I am probably almost a third done, maybe, so that's not too bad. So that will be a reasonable finish. Okay, so I got one more to show you here that I was just working on earlier today. Oh no, I got 2 more to show. Got another one. I gotta get my board out to make sure I'm not missing anything, which has gotten almost buried. I work on the 13th on Sleepy Hollow by Glendon Place, and right now I'm just working on the horse. And so I put a bit of stitches in him this morning, even though today's not the 13th. I missed it yesterday, so to make up I did it today. And so I was working on this part. I filled in some of the horse there, and I'm working on over here. I think that's part of his pants, and then the saddle's going to go in there. So I'm just trying to work on that area. So that's great. That went well. Very pleased with that. Okay, one last one. I think I'll look at my board and make sure I'm not missing any others. Gosh, I worked on a lot. That seems like a lot. Okay, yep, this is the last one. This is I work on this. This one is, it's by the Sewing Shop, and it's Biopunk Girl Gang 2, by Heather Kramer, charted by the Sewing Shop. and I am trying to get 1% done each month. And so I'm working on it 3 days in the month and trying to do about 33%-ish. I was going great at this one, and I did 1,300 stitches, which I think was closer to 40%. So it's hard to tell what I worked on, but I worked on mostly down here. So I worked in this area mostly, I think. So that's nice. It's coming along very nicely. So there you go. I call her Kelly Green. And yeah, that's my Kelly girl. Here we go. And I'm not sure what percentage she's at now. Oh, I'm coming up to 8%, I believe. So about 7.4%. And that is my stitching. That's not bad. That's pretty quick. So yeah, I'm gonna, I want to really focus I got to get back on track on the boar's head because I think I missed a couple days. So I will do some tonight. And I'm definitely going to work on getting 4 good potential finishes. I think I need 6 finishes, so that 4. And then I would also have a plaid. There's one plaid for December that I'll do. I think it's a holly. I'll have to look at the chart. I have it upstairs because I've done the other 2 on January, February for winter. So I got one left in the winter plaid series. And then I also believe that frosty calendar, if I stitch it every day and finish it by the 25th, and that would be my 60th finish. I think there's other potential finishes, but those are the ones I got right away off the top of my head. So I probably will go above 60 finishes, but once I get 60 finishes, a bit of the pressure will be off. So there you go. Let's see, today is the 14th. So I may or may not be back no, I'll probably be back next week. We'll see. Because once I get my Vlogmas, yeah, we'll do the next 2 regular ones. Because once I get the Vlogmas started, I'm obviously not going to do my regular Flosstube because you're going to have I like calling it Flossmas each day. So that will be starting December 1st, obviously. Really looking forward to that. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. I got to work at getting some stories, save some stories for that because I'm going to be filming every day. So take care, everybody. Happy stitching, and I will see you next week. Take care. Bye.